everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be talking about some easy, sustainable switches for your daily routine. I just want to preface by saying that anything you can do to be more eco-conscious is good. Every little thing makes a difference. Sometimes sustainable alternatives can be expensive, so please only take what resonates from this video and what inspires you. I split these tips into sections, so let's get right into it. Starting with kitchen, I think one of the things that I overlooked early on in my sustainable eco-conscious journey are, I looked over here because I was reaching for them, reusable napkins. I bought these from a local store and they're quite big, so I actually plan on cutting them into quarters like this so that it's more suited for daily use. You use them and then you just throw them in the washer. You can also make your own with thrifted fabric from your local thrift store. I'll get more into paper products later in the video because this specifically is to fight paper consumption, not buying paper napkins. And so anyway, moving on to groceries. Of course, I always recommend having reusable produce bags. I bought this bag, but you can also make your own with thrifted fabric. And of course, bringing your reusable shopping bag with you. I love this one because it's so big and it's actually got insulation in it too. It keeps cold stuff cold and warm stuff warm. And you can put many different items in one bag. So usually for me, when I go on a single shopping trip just for myself, I have two bags that I just put over both my shoulders and I'm on my way. Within these types of eco-conscious videos, I feel like sometimes this next concept is overlooked, and that is making sure you only really buy what you need. Make a list of some of your favorite meals. Usually for me, a nice rule of thumb that also saves me a lot of money is having recipes that have versatile ingredients. So for instance, things like rice, potatoes, pasta, things and ingredients and foods that can be used within multiple recipes, so you don't have to buy a whole bunch of individual things that you may or may not use. That's just wasted food and wasted money. Another thing that kind of relates to groceries is having a water filter instead of buying bottled water. Brita filters are nice, those little pitchers. It is a bit of an investment up front, but trust me, it's really worth it. Especially if you live in an apartment like I do, you don't want to be lugging a giant case of water or a giant jug of water wherever your apartment is. It's wasteful with all that plastic and sometimes unhealthy because sometimes microplastics can get in the water. Another thing that I like to do kind of related to kitchen is reusing my Ziploc bags when I'm traveling. I usually don't reuse plastic bags for food items unless it is specifically a reusable Ziploc bag. They do sell those. They do sell sheets of reusable wax paper as well, and whatever those stretchy lid things are that you put over jars and bowls. There's a lot of cool new stuff out there in the market today. Again, perhaps some of these alternatives might require a bit of an investment up front, not as much as some other things, but you don't ever have to buy plastic bags ever again. A lot of these things that I list in this video are going to save you money in the long run for sure. And so moving on to the bathroom and to hygiene, if you have plastic shopping bags left over from the store, you can use those as bathroom garbage bags, or better yet, just don't put a bag in your bathroom garbage. When it's full, just dump it out into your big kitchen garbage and be sure to wash that smaller bin every now and then. Then you're able to recycle those plastic bags at a local store or a recycling facility. Another thing that I like to do is use, for makeup if you wear makeup, reusable cotton rounds or reusable makeup cloths. I have some right here. I wash these and I use these. I have bigger cloths too. And then sometimes with the bigger cloths, you can just use water on them because it's a special material, or not sponsored, you can use micellar water. Is that how you pronounce it? Yeah, micellar water. One bottle lasts me a long time personally, just a little bit of it goes a long way. You can find reusable makeup wipes and cotton rounds usually at your local TJ Maxx or Walmart. Another thing that's really good is little reusable toothpaste pellets, tabs, chewable tabs. It cuts down waste and it's usually better for you because the ingredients are more natural yet effective. And so when it comes to home cleanliness, laundry sheets are amazing. The detergent kind, not the dryer sheets. You've probably seen a bunch of brands on Instagram. You just throw a sheet or two into the washer and it's totally dissolvable, no plastic. And no matter what brand you buy from, they usually come in a paper box so you can recycle that. I also love eco-friendly dish soaps and house cleaners. You can get a lot of different kinds at a lot of different price points at different stores. Not sponsored, but I really love Grove personally. They sell these like concentrated cleaning drops. You can get a bottle like this off of their website. You literally fill it up with water and you put some drops in, you shake it up, and it becomes a cleaning solution. The drops last forever because it's a concentrate and it cuts down waste a lot. The ingredients aren't harsh. They're much more natural yet effective. It's better for you and the planet to not use chemicals when you can. Another thing I like to mention about soap is that it's so easy to switch to a bar. Not only are they cheaper, but it's less waste because it's not plastic. Whether it's for your hands or your body, not sponsored, just like a plain, good old bar soap. Okay, so then these next tips cover multiple categories, so I wanted to cover these at the end. Take advantage of your community and school programs. For example, the university that I go to has a really great composting program where you literally just get a big paint bucket with a lid, essentially. You put your food scraps in it. Once it gets full, or you should really empty it every week at the very least because it might get stinky, but you dump it into these bins that are outside. And then at the end of the semester or at the end of the school year, you just rinse out and wash out your bucket and give it back. It's super easy. It's just like taking out the trash, really. This method may also be helpful if you happen to live in a city where you can't have a backyard compost. And so next up, I did say I would talk about paper products more. So usually my rule of thumb with myself is, do I really need that? I mean, think about it. Paper plates, napkins, Q-tips, I mean, are they really necessary? I feel like with those things you can get reusable options, or if you are particularly attached to a certain paper product, you can find eco-friendly alternatives such as bamboo toilet paper, bamboo paper towels, and bamboo tissues. Again, not sponsored, but Grove really does have a lot of stuff. And if you shop with them consistently, you actually do get a discount, I think, if you set up boxes to automatically ship and replenish things for your house. Maybe I'll be sponsored one day, I don't know. Another thing I wanted to bring up too for all of my feminines are period products. I use Cora pads, tampons, and liners because they don't have any harsh chemicals in their ingredients, and they're made with organic cotton. And then I usually alternate between that and using period underwear to further decrease my waste. And so I think another big thing that we can talk about is plastic. Just don't buy plastic, especially when it comes to kitchenware and things like hairbrushes and toothbrushes. If you can totally get bamboo, ceramic, glass, or stainless steel for those everyday use things. Food storage containers, measuring cups, bag clips, stuff like that. And then of course, clothing can be its own category entirely. I'll probably make a separate video about that specifically to do a deep dive. During my internship with a sustainable company, I typed out a really long research paper about this. Fast fashion, classism, accessibility specifically, and so like I said, that's a whole video of its own, but basically just the general rule of thumb with clothing and with house products and hygienic products. Get what you will be able to use for a long time, and get what you really love, if you can. Again, anything that you can take away from this video is good. All of these tips help the environment and it saves you money too. And so that is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you found this video helpful and or entertaining, please go ahead and give it a like. And if you aren't subscribed to my channel already, think about it. Do it if you won't. Wishing you a great rest of your day, and I'll see you soon.